We had a great service this last Friday night, February the 9th, here at Madison Free Will Baptist Church. It was an ordination service. I think perhaps there's been another ordination service in the history of our church. Our church is 30 years old, but this one was so special because we ordained Thomas Lovett to the gospel ministry. And Thomas has been in our church since he was about 2 years old. And he grew up here, and we poured our lives into his. And he went off to college and did ministerial training, and he graduated last May. Now he's involved in graduate school, and he's taken a ministry in Pocahontas, Arkansas. And this was his launching service. This was the time when we were saying, you are God's man, and we want to commit ourselves to embracing you as a minister and urging you forward in your Christian ministry. And so we did that. It was a special service. I mean, there was singing. Thomas selected the hymns, so we sang a song by Charles Wesley and one by Martin Luther and an old Irish hymn. And then his brother, Joseph, read Scripture. I think he read the whole 4th chapter of 1 Timothy. His sister, Sarah Lovett, sang a beautiful song. And Brother Richard Hendricks, who had been his pastor for over a decade, nearly 20 years in fact, preached the ordination sermon. Then Mike Rogers, who had been a minister and a friend of his for those same number of years here in the church, did the charge for him. And we had a laying on of hands where all the ordained ministers and deacons gathered around Thomas and prayed for him. And it was just a delightful time of focusing on Thomas, praising the Lord for who he is and what God has done in his life, and praying down God's blessings on him. The ordination of Thomas Lovett. It was a great event this last Friday night.